running away. We've already started talking shit. We haven't even done the 3, 2, 1. God damn it.
I don't know why that bothers you.
So do you want to get some extra energy without everything you're going to find in some energy drinks? Get some Go Pills. Go Pills are all natural, made in the USA, no gelatin, plant-based. Try some Go Pills today. You don't need to because, well, actually we do have separate audio, so we do have to do it.
Yeah. All right. Whenever you're ready.
Welcome to another...
Why are you so angry, Pat?
Welcome to another Fighter Stance podcast. I am Patrick Miller. I am the afternoon instructor for Gracie Cedar Park. I do some Protector 1s, and I am the project manager for Heroes Jiu-Jitsu. I am joined today, as always, with Nick.
Always.
Bootiglary.
Wow, that was actually pretty good. Look at you, Pat. See, you know how to, you could say names.
Yeah, Booty Judge. Fuck you.
Yeah, Nick Bootiglary here, head of product development. We are also joined by Zach.
Hey, I'm Zach Mayo. I'm the director of customer experience here at Sheepdog Response, and we're joined by my professor, Paulo Brandao. God, he's a world champion. God, this is so much to list, honestly.
How should I start? Like, hey, it's Paulo Brandao. I'm not from Sheepdog Response, but I'm a friend of this guy. That's matter.
Also, co-owner of Gracie Cedar Park.
Yeah.
And Gracie Might Austin too.
Yeah. And Tim Kennedy's professor too, so there's that.
There's that. Yeah.
So no
Tim,
big deal.
So
no big deal.
I've known Tim for a long time, and my introduction to you, Paulo, was Tim goes, "Hey, don't roll with him. he will beat you the brakes off of you." I was like, this was like 10 years, or probably 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Exactly. 10 years ago was a little bit.
He would 10 years ago.
But you also have all these
He's
assassin. Yeah, you have all these assassin black belts. Like I remember, probably like 7 years ago, fighting Tommy. Like we would always have to fight each other.
Oh yeah,
we did the auto invitational.
I remember that.
Yeah, I flying scissor sweeped him, and we got in the weird
the reverse.
And
got you like that.
Yeah.
Exactly. I remember right now.
Awesome.
I was so tired. I was like, I really should take this guy down and put him on his back, but I'm exhausted. So we're gonna try something, and then it didn't work. And Tommy's super strong and super technical. And ever since then, he's at super, I think. And I'm always like, I'll just go ultra. I don't want to. Because he won no-gi pans at his weight class. And then I won no-gi pans the weight class above him.
Wow.
Last year, yeah.
Why did you do a flying scissor sweep instead of just taking him down with your wrestling?
You know,
I don't know if you know who Tommy is.
Pat's been wrestling since he was 4 years old.
God, yeah, just in case you didn't know.
No, so
lifetime wrestler over here.
This is the thing about Tommy, though. Is Tommy, he's really good at wrestling. So you can't...
Better than you?
No, stop it. But Tommy, he's one of those guys where you can't take him down with your initial shot. It's got to be the third or fourth movement.
Yep.
Got it.
Because he's so good. And he's so strong, it's different.
It's only 5 minutes too, right?
What's that?
It's only 5 minutes. So it's hard to shoot it one, two,
on a fresh guy.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, he's. But I remember coming up and I was like, look at these Gracie United guys. They're all assassins. I want to run away. And then Tim was like, I saw him. He's like, come train at Gracie United Austin. So I did. And I was like, I'm going to make excuses like this is way too far away for me to come here.
See how the world, they bring the people together, right?
Yeah.
The same environment or the same atmosphere.
Yeah.
And it's really good to have all these guys together, right now. In the past we confronted you, right? Kind of challenge. Now you're part of the team, which is way stronger right now.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, it's an honor to be part of the team too. But when did you start doing jiu-jitsu?
I started jiu-jitsu 1989.
I was 4.
I was. Oh, you started wrestling? Wow, look at that, Pat. That's awesome.
I was 5.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel better, I was not born yet.
As all this kind of teenager guys, I'm kind of people bullying all the time in school, on the neighbor, and finally, what's funny because the way that I started jiu-jitsu was because of a fight. One of my friends, a rival school, meet in some point of the street and they start to fight. And this guy, my friend Mauro, he took the guy down easily, boom, like the magic, took him down, mount on him. He turned, he took the back and I choked him out of the conscious and was I said what?
Yeah.
And back on the time, you can see like pretty much people doing a lot of karate, kung fu.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the style of people jump and throw kicks and you know, and this guy like he was only 2 months of class.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
wow.
knew already
Wow.
how to do Baiana, which is pretty much the double leg
Yeah.
that people do here. A little bit different, but same concept. Like I say, easily, you
Yeah.
know. I say no. The other day I was in the academy with him, you know, and then man, stick with me forever.
Yeah, I hear like a lot of people from Brazil who do jiu-jitsu talking. A lot of it's like they were being bullied or there was fights, and then they're like, I got to learn this thing, and then like everybody who comes out of that are assassins. Like it's so scary, and the fact that people got bullied and then you learn jiu-jitsu like means that you're not going to go bully other people because you like the sheepdog thing. Like you're a protector now. Like it's
When you search, for example, when I started, I kind of disappeared for the neighbor.
Yeah.
I put myself to train so much, I spent like hours on the mat for maybe 1 year without showing myself in the street anymore. All my old friends, like for my neighbor, because my nickname is Coelho, which means it's bunny or rabbit. What is Coelho? What is rabbit? I say, no, I don't know. Maybe he moved. I was in the academy training.
Wow.
So when I came back already a juvenile champion, green belt, you know, after 8-9 months. And people start to look to me different, you know, because I was already a champion.
Yeah.
Like even a juvenile was a big deal back on the time, you know, like a green belt, like 16, 15 years old, doing like 4 mats, you know.
Wow.
It's something that people sort to hear about, like, oh, this guy, you know, like this kind of thing, and then they start to respect me. But and the bullying thing in Brazil, it's not that it's a bullying in a mean way, in an evil way. It's more like people put nicknames on you.
Oh, yeah,
Or push you for something stupid to do.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Like, it's not even bullying like in a mean way. It's just like joking and playing around.
Yeah. So you were a juvenile, was that world champion, or was the
No. After the juvenile, I got my blue belt with 17,
okay?
and I started to compete as adult, even though I was a juvenile. And then I remember I traveled to Rio for a adult blue belt competition, the state of Rio. I still have this diploma with me. Rio, this is one of my favorite part of my life, you know, because travel from Manaus to Rio was hard and expensive, you know, really, really hard tickets. Like,
Is that where you started? Was Manaus?
Yeah,
So
I started-
like Mika and all those guys are Manaus, correct? Yeah.
I started like with one of the Holler students, Carlos Fabio. He's one of my best friends today. Still in contact with him, and I'm taking Holler right now in June for his Coral belt. But I started with him, but eventually I got so excited and so like into jiu-jitsu. The next year I was in Rio already training. 16 years old in Rio.
Wow.
I said, what am I doing here? You know, like it's like you are with 16 in a small city and go to New York, for example. You're going to see, oh my God.
yeah.
You know, taking the bus, you know, all these kind of things, you know. But and then I start to compete more, you know. It become like a profession for me, you know, for almost like 10 to 12 years, competing at a high level, but also different time, you know, we didn't concern about like with family or bills. I don't care. I didn't have money, but I have like a jiu-jitsu with me.
That's all you need.
As long as you
That's all we need, right?
can do jiu-jitsu, get into tournaments, and eat, that's all that matters.
That's all. You know, apple in the morning, bread in the lunch with coffee, go train again.
Yeah, go to the ocean and take shower,
Go to
baths.
run a little bit, do some pull-ups. You know, that's a simple life, man.
Yeah.
And I still believe on that. You know,
Yeah.
I think simple life is the most important thing for you. Like, you know,
When did you make the trip? Like, I guess your first trip to America.
Yeah, my very first trip to America was 2011. I came to, of course, as a tourist to Disney with a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
And then I have this guy in Florida called, his name is Christian Carvalho. He has an amazing school over there. He do a very good job on his school, professional business, you know. And I helped him, and I did a seminar over there. And when I came back to Brazil, I say, let me try to do this, you know, come more to America. And I started to travel. In the end of 2011, I traveled again. Then 2012, in the beginning, I traveled. And I got this offer from Euler, you know, in 2012. I was at my apartment with my wife, and he called me like by 10 p.m. He said, Paul, what are you going to do the next 6 months?
Yeah.
And I remember I have a trip to Australia to help a friend. And then when I come back, I would stop in Florida to maybe begin a school.
Yeah.
Not with Gracie Maita. And when he called me, I told him this plan. I said, no, we're going to Austin.
Oh, he picked Austin.
He picked Austin because Donald, you know, I think you guys know Donald Park.
Down Park, yeah.
Donald Park was the guy that started the Gracie Maita in Austin. You know, pretty much he started like the whole brand in Austin. He opened his school in February 2012. And I came in June, end of June, when he kind of moved for a job opportunity for him. And I said, no, you're going to replace Donald. If you like, we're looking for like attorney for you, for legal visa. But if you don't like, it's going to be a good experience for you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
You're going to see a different culture. You're going to learn a different language, you know. And that's how it started. And I say, man, I like it right away. I say, when my first week in Austin, I say, I want to live here.
Yeah. Did you
Sold.
Did you speak English at this point too, or is that something you picked up afterward?
The English, I thought that I was speaking English. I studied English in the school in Brazil for 5 years. I have a diploma of English. But the English that you guys speak here and we learn at school is totally different.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I picked myself like in the table of the dinner when everybody was speaking English. I was like looking to people like that. Like,
What he say? Yeah.
what they were saying, what they were speaking,
Yeah.
But you know, I think learn English is not like learn like this. It's like you have to understand the whole concept. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And that's what I started to figure out. You know, it's okay.
Yeah.
I kind of combine a couple of things that I learned
Yeah.
with the things that I hear,
Yeah.
that I heard, and it things make sense for me.
No one really thinks about it like this too, but there's also like different dialects of English. Like there's
A
like
lot.
the New York, the Boston, the
Yeah.
Texas.
Man, if you go to Missouri,
I'm from Kansas.
God, yeah.
Kansas City,
yeah.
it's a different language.
Yeah, it's not the same. Yeah,
And
100%.
it's funny, I had a student, I call him Bigode,
Yeah.
a mustache, because he has a very extremely Texan accent
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I saw in my life.
Yeah.
Sometimes when he speak to me like a
yeah.
could you repeat again? Yeah, slowly.
No one thinks of it
We're
like
talking
a
about
different.
Todd.
Yeah.
I knew exactly what you're talking about.
No one thinks of it like that, but like when you get down
We love
to
you,
it,
Todd.
you think of different languages. Like there's different kind of dialects of Spanish.
Yeah.
Like the Puerto Rican Spanish a little bit faster than like people from Mexico. So like it's also the same thing with English. Like also the UK, they don't speak the same.
They don't speak
No.
the same.
No, right. So there's different, like no one says that, they say accents, but it's different dialects of like
Yeah, but this happened in Brazil too. There's
Yeah.
some part of Brazil,
Yeah.
the dial is totally different. From south, northeast, north, center, they're very different.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta say what,
Yeah.
and then you figure out. But yeah,
Bro, go to Hawaii. Go to Hawaii, try to understand their English.
yeah.
It took me months to understand what they're saying.
Jared. Sometimes Jared talks. I'm like, bro, like you gotta say that again.
Oh, Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan. Yeah,
Jordan,
Jordan. Sorry,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Jordan. Yeah. I
Wow.
just saw him. I for some reason I was like, I can't remember if it's Jared or if it's Jordan.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
the nicest guy ever. Anyways,
Yeah.
so what year? So you got your blue belt when you were 16,
17.
17. When did you get your black belt? How much?
I got my black belt 1995, November. Some people say it was in October. Some people say it was in November.
Yeah.
I know exact the date. It was 27th.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know, was October, November, but 1995, yes.
Nice.
Wow.
So 6 years.
That's pretty
You've
good.
been a black belt.
29.
Oh my god, you've been a black belt like 9. I didn't start doing jujitsu until 2003.
I mean, that's still super early, I feel like, for America,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Yeah.
super early because jiu-jitsu came in here, but jiu-jitsu is old here in America,
Yeah.
you know. But I think it started to explode by 2000.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, the UFC like really brought it in, but also like I remember doing tournaments in Texas where there was no white belt division.
Yeah,
It was purple belt and below.
yeah,
And then it was like there was no brown and black belts.
yeah. It's that happened in Brazil too.
Yeah.
Back at the time.
Yeah.
It was there just wasn't like enough people. Like the first
No.
school that I trained at, you know, he told me he was trained in like 98 or something, and he was like, you could name every purple belt in America because you could count them,
Yeah.
like because there's like less than 10.
I think Lovato was like the guy who was like he was like, that's Lovato. He's a black
No,
belt
yeah.
and he's from America.
He's still Lovato.
yeah.
He's still.
Yeah. You're like he's
Lovato is a good friend. He's a legend. Like building like a good school, with like a good philosophy,
Yeah.
and he's a true martial artist.
Yeah.
Like I love him. He's
Yeah.
a good man.
Yeah, he came here and did a seminar and it was really good. I've competed against some of his guys like over the years too, and every time he's like always super nice, like before and after, like
Yeah.
just a good person. Also an assassin, so there's that.
Yeah, the assassins of jiu-jitsu, they are always around.
Yeah.
But I used to say that because I didn't understand that till I started getting old.
Yeah.
The thing started to flip over. Okay, after you reach your 40 years old above,
Yeah.
you used to be assassin and you used to be a killer
Yeah.
before assassin.
Yeah.
But now you're not even an assassin and a killer. You're just a good guy. Try to survive in the middle of the guys,
Trying to warm your knees up before you do a roll. 100%. I just turned 40 in January. So now every time I stand up, people are like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, this is just a part of my life now. It takes me a while to get up."
It's funny how people see us, right?
yeah.
Stand up like,
But what they don't know is as soon as like if I could separate out of the guard, I might not be able to stand up all the way, but I don't need to stand up all the way to pass your guard or smash you.
No, you're doing good. I used to train with a guy who double knee wrapped both knees, so you only have one knee
Yeah,
sleeve,
that's
so
good.
you're ahead of him.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So, 95, you got your black belt.
uh-huh.
You moved to you were given the opportunity. Weather said you're moving to Austin.
Yeah. No, we go to Austin and say, what? and another, just real quick,
Yeah.
he told me, like, you're going to move to Austin because you're going to replace Donald. Donald's moving. If you like, whatever. And he said to me, I need the response for tomorrow.
Oh my God.
I need that for tomorrow because 2 weeks after I was here.
Did you look at your wife and be like, hey, do you want to go to?
Exactly like that.
Yeah.
She was pregnant with
Yeah.
my
no.
daughter.
Yeah.
And I end up the phone call with Harley. I say, Harley told me to go to Austin, United States, to teach for 6 months. And she's, go. Like that.
That's a good woman.
Yeah. Did you guys know where Austin was or what it was?
No, because look, Brazilians, they used to travel for 3 places. Florida,
Yeah.
because of the Orlando.
Yeah.
California,
California, yeah.
Yeah.
because it's the dream of all the guys, and
Yeah.
New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All this center of America here are not discovered for Brazilian guys.
Yeah.
There's really no ocean.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's another reason why they love Florida because
Yeah, but it was perfect for me because my city never had.
Yeah.
We don't have
Yeah.
ocean too.
Yeah.
Just lakes and rivers.
Got the river right there, right?
Yeah, got a big river actually. But it was like that, and I say, "Are you sure?" And she said, "Yeah, I take care of everything." And then 2 weeks after I was here,
Wow.
How much after that did she come?
so I came back in December 2012,
Mm-hmm.
and I wait for my work visa for almost 4 or 5 months in Brazil. No, but I was there with her,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and I brought them back like by June 2013 again.
That's awesome. So you kind of saw Austin kind of blow up too. It's
Pretty
like
much.
yeah, because you kind of got here
Yep.
and then like about 2013 is when it really started exploding. So you were kind of here for all that and
yeah,
all
I
the
pretty much saw the city growing like and explode like and now everybody's here. You know,
Yeah.
like especially jiu-jitsu guys. You
Yeah,
know,
it's-
a bunch of people from California, all the state, they moved to Texas and Austin. You know, because of the chance to open the schools, off of technology, jobs.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
it's kind of the hub of jiu-jitsu now. Like in the world, you think about all the teams that are here.
Yeah,
I mean, you go down 183, like it's insane.
Insane,
Like, yeah,
insane.
you could pull off of pretty much any exit and be like, "Good thing I brought my gi."
I mean,
Yeah.
10 miles outside of right where we're sitting is
Yeah.
probably 10 schools.
Yeah,
Yep.
on this area here, right?
Yeah.
For on our side itself, we have at least 6 schools around here on the same same kind of rate of like
Yeah,
5
within
miles.
like 5 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 6-7 schools at
Yeah.
least.
I mean, between Leander and Cedar Park, I think there's 5 schools at least,
Yeah.
6,
Probably,
like something
yeah.
ridiculous like
but
that.
it's you think about this, you go 45 minutes towards like Fort Hood, like you head that way. There's 6 schools outside Fort Hood, and it's not even that like Colleen, Temple, Belton are
Yeah,
a quarter of the size, even combined, even counting Fort Hood.
Yeah.
But there's so many schools there. So everywhere you go, there's
Yeah.
I think you still have a space to grow. You know,
Yeah.
city's growing. Also, people start to go into the counties, like small cities around.
Yeah.
Out to Lakeway.
New-
Lakeway.
and then
Lake Travis, yeah.
I mean, if you pretty much now, like if you think about it, like Austin and San Antonio are almost connected because you got Buda, San Marcos, New
Kyle,
Braunfels,
New
Kyle,
Braunfels,
yep,
yeah.
everything just down the road, and all those like
You can explore. you
Yeah.
know.
Yep.
I think it's still.
Yeah, that place is gonna be the next place to blow up.
Yeah.
Watch.
So what were you before you came here? Were you were teaching, I assume? Did you have like a school down there?
That's one thing that I did in my whole life.
Yeah.
I started.
Sounds
teaching-
like it.
I started teaching with 19 years old as a Hoyler assistant for the kids program.
Okay.
With Smita for almost 2 years. There I learned how to be in the academy, how to be a professor, and I moved back to Manaus to open a school. It's what's funny story because I always say that like I wasn't real with Hoyler, and one day I say I got tired. I say I want to come back to Manaus, to my city, my hometown. And he say, Hoyler, I'm gonna open a school over there. He say, oh really? You're gonna open a school? He was teaching like a private lesson. I was helping him.
yeah,
I'm gonna move back and say, hold on, let me finish my class. He finished the class, and we have this period like between 6:30 and 7
Yeah.
for the group class, adult group class. And he came up to me, yeah, you told me that you wanna open a school, right? You wanna be a jiu-jitsu professor? Oh no, as a purple belt. Oh no. And I say, yes, I think I can do it. Oh, you can do it. Man, he took his belt, undone his belt, put on the side, put a white belt. Oh, the white belt.
yeah.
He tied it like a white belt too. That's
Yeah,
impressive.
He tied really messed up like that. And he told me, teach me.
Oh shit.
That's how so much pressure.
So
Oh
much
my god!
No.
Hoyler Gracie said, "Teach me jujitsu."
I'm a white belt.
You're writing novels. I don't even know the alphabet yet, bro.
That was one of the awkward things in my life. you know.
Yeah.
Teach me.
Yeah.
What are you going to teach me? I'm here. I'm a brand new student. And I start to teach him and he stopped. My belt like that? Are you sure that you're going to teach a white belt with the knot like that? Mess up with that? And I kind of make it right.
Yeah.
And he look, it's right. Okay, keep going. And I say,
Oh no, that's terrifying.
it's terrifying.
That's got to be so
What
terrifying.
the big mistake everybody do when I ask it you guys because you're a black belt and you is a blue belt, right?
Blue belt, yeah.
What is the common mistake we do when a brand new white belt come to the academy and you want to teach them?
Oh god.
Be honest.
Yeah.
No shame. What do you do?
What would I do?
Yeah, you're a black belt and a white belt comes to the academy and want to have a class with you.
Oh, tell them to get a gi on and jump into class. I guess. I don't even know. See, you're doing the same thing Hoyler did.
Pat, what do you do?
I'm going to go over the most basic position there is. I'm going to show him the guard because I think everything starts from there.
See?
Show him how to shrimp.
No, just how to lock on a guard with good posture.
See?
All right. See, that's
Like,
why he's good.
nothing.
I did exactly what he did.
Yeah.
Like,
Wrong.
come here.
Yeah.
Let me pull guard and close guard.
Yeah.
Guard? What is guard?
I'm so
And
impressed.
it kind of passed on me like a
Oh
white belt,
no!
like you know white belts. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
sense of
Yeah, yeah.
your knee in posture. And he kind of, what is that? What are you doing to me? And I started to teach an armbar. Armbar?
Oh no!
Man, and he told me, stop. You're going to start like teaching a white belt like guard position without knowing him how to do forward roll, backward roll, shrimp, bridge,
I said shrimp.
you know,
He did say shrimp.
how
You
to
did your
stand
shrimp.
up in base, how to grip, how to push and pull him back to
Yeah.
keep
Break
him-
fall.
Yeah.
break fall, keep pulling him on the balance. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
he needs to understand he's strong enough
Yeah.
to settle, to base. You know, without this, you can start like a
Yeah.
class. You know,
It's true.
but he didn't make that to make me feel
Yeah.
bad. You know, he wants me to teach
Did he?
the
Did-
property.
Yeah. Did he end up letting you like open your school in Manaus as a
No.
purple belt? No. No. Oh no.
But I opened anyway.
Yeah, oh really?
Oh, wow.
I opened, and I kept traveling to Rio.
Yeah. Was it a Gracie Midas school? Did he let you?
No,
let you
Paulo
know?
Coelho.
Oh, really? So you wouldn't?
Paulo Coelho.
Yeah.
Always there. Back in the time, they didn't allow you to use your brand, their brand, the Gracie Muay Thai brand. The Gracie
Oh,
was
okay.
very untouchable. You know,
Yeah.
like you can't use the brand
Was it only if you were like one of them? Like,
only for a Gracie.
Hmm.
And I remember I was a purple belt, 2 stripes, brand new guy teaching kids in the academy. And then I traveled to Rio maybe 3 or 4 times. All these trips, I thought that he would promote for a brown belt.
Mm-hmm.
First trip, train hard with all the purple belts, brown belts in the school, like in the Muay Thai. Last day, and when you leaving? Oh, tomorrow. Trip, come back to Manaus, so frustrated. Second trip, oh, when you leaving? Tomorrow. I'm going to leave next week. Good trip.
Were you competing at this time too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Purple belt.
Yeah.
My third trip, I think was my third trip after back and forth.
Yeah.
He promoted the brown belt. Not only because I think not only because of the level of jiu-jitsu of the teaching, but because he wants to know me more.
Yeah.
The bond, the bond that people is forgetting this kind of things. You know,
Yeah.
the bonds that you have with your professor. You know, like how can I build a strong bond without giving him trust?
Yeah.
You know.
Did you think that he like part that and then do you think he did it just to make sure that you were just going to keep coming back and just keep like you're going to go back and train and not give up?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Like he naturally he was not on purpose. He was kind of testing me.
Yeah.
How this guy can be my real student.
Yeah.
How let's see how far he can handle back and forth from
Yeah.
here, because I was teaching and I spent like a month and a half in Rio
Mm.
learning technique, training, back to Manaus, throw technique to my students, back to Rio, boom. And that was my thing, back and forth to Rio after I moved back to Manaus for almost 10 years. Even when I got my black belt, I still going to Rio back and forth, competing, training,
Yeah.
learning.
But also like too though, if you like when I go back and I go train at a school that I trained before, it's like a reunion. Like you get to see all the people, so it's fun, but also like I'm gonna put it on you guys because I'm not at this academy. I'm leaving this one. I'm gonna come over. Yeah. So like it's always cool whenever you like travel like that.
Oh yeah, the you talk about the cross training, right?
Yeah.
No, this is totally normal. You know,
Yeah.
I did a bunch of cross
Yeah.
training with my friend from Castle Gracie,
Yeah.
from Gracie Barra.
When I'm like, because you were training at your academy and then you'd go back to Hoyler's academy, like back and forth every time. Like when you make that trip, so like you're training here a lot and then you go visit everybody at that academy. It's like a family reunion because
Yeah.
you get to see everybody. And like it's not an easy trip, right? Like it's a
No.
decent, yeah.
It's not an easy trip, but and also you know how it is, how it works, right? Oh, Let's test. Let's
Yeah, it's so much fun.
let's see if it's real.
Have you been these past few months?
Yeah, have you been training or have you been being lazy?
You're just
Exactly.
teaching classes. You getting better?
Yeah, 100%.
But when I started, like, I wasn't even thinking about like to be a professional. You know, like for me, things happen natural.
Yeah.
When I saw was involved already, with all this year with Hoyle, was in the Academia Gracie, the Gracie Academy in Maitá. Since I was green belt, my first trip. Remember I told you, 16 years old.
Yeah.
So since 1991, when my first trip to Gracie Maitá, you know, and to almost 33 years now. Yes.
Sounds about right.
Something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of years.
A lot of years.
Yeah.
As long as I've been alive,
Yeah.
he's
Just
been training.
about. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think also like at the time, like having that as like your life, right? Like that didn't seem like a viable path. Probably that's why, like, even though it was just natural, it wasn't like as a kid you're like, I'm gonna grow up and be like a professor of jiu-jitsu.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think now today's the wish to be like a professional,
Yeah.
of like a jiu-jitsu professional. But we're talking about like be a martial artist.
Yeah.
You know, natural for me was being a martial artist, not a professional of jiu-jitsu. It's coming
I see.
one after the other thing. You know.
Yeah.
Now I see people running, go to the school. I want to be a world champion. I want to be a professor of jiu-jitsu. You know,
Yeah.
It's a lot of things to do before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before
I mean,
that,
yeah,
you know?
I feel like especially now with like social media and like Instagram, right? Like you have people who are like blue belts and purple belts who are like
Oh yeah.
make money and like professional, right? Like even though they're like, what do they do? What do they accomplish?
The thing that kills me, you see people do techniques on YouTube or Instagram, and you're like, "That's really pretty," but it's
That's why I don't like to film my classes.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's not because I'm selfish, because I think sometimes what works for me doesn't work
Yeah.
for you,
Yeah.
and back and forth. You know, you can teach like a class with a bunch of levels of belts at the same time, and you can do this class, but some people not gonna do it. You know,
Yeah.
they're gonna come back for what they do years and years.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It was like last time you came and taught Heroes Jiu-Jitsu, you showed the sleeve grip.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like,
so good.
yeah, like everything that you showed from there, like I've immediately like put in my game, and it gets people so frustrated. Like just pulling across, they're just like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, you're gonna get swept, is what you're gonna do.
It was so simple too, which I think
Yeah.
is the best part.
Yeah.
Just like hold it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I still like believe like these simple things, you know.
Yeah.
I think as much you complicate jiu-jitsu for you, it's like you complicate your life. You're gonna think, oh my god, what I'm doing here? You know,
Yeah.
keep it simple.
Yeah.
So you moved to Austin. You've witnessed everything blow up. You have your academy. And again, I was fighting guys like Tommy and everybody, and like I was like, these guys, it's so annoying fighting these Gracie United guys. And then Tim, like I don't know what to do. I live far away, and then I moved here, and then I started training there every once in a while. But you guys, like the school that you have is like crazy. Like what's his name? Andrew, black belt, bald head, beard, or is it Drew?
Oh, Fiduk. Oh, they're both bald. Andrew Fiduk and Drew Brown.
Drew,
Yeah.
Talk about Drew.
Yeah, maybe he fought Jamie Canuto.
Drew.
So I know that you guys listen to the podcast, so you know that I love defense soaps and defense wipes. They also have a large array of other products. Like we have 2 foot washing stations out at the mats. So it's not just soap and it's not just wipes. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. So make sure you guys go check out their website and get some of the other products as well as your defense wipes and your defense soap.
Drew.
Yeah, that guy's so good. Like the first time I went there and rolled with him, he swept me, and I was like, "You."
It's funny because he looks like one of these nerds.
Yeah.
To the academy.
Yeah.
And now he's strong. He kind
Yeah.
of put some shape on.
Those are the
you know,
scariest
working
people
out.
though, honestly. Like Pat is obviously scary. Look at him. But like when you get someone who like comes in, they're so unassuming. Like my first school, we had this guy. I only saw him most of the time like when we were doing jiu-jitsu, and like he looked like a formidable person. One day he like came in, he had these like little glasses on and like was like what? Meanwhile, like he was like a collegiate wrestler, like went to like Abu Dhabi like years ago and got his black belt in like 3 years.
And I don't know if you know, I had a student, in Austin. He just moved for Dallas right now. Sawyer.
Yeah.
Man, Sawyer, you see Sawyer, no, this guy is not a fighter. No, he doesn't look like a...
Yeah, I said I've met him before.
You met him?
Yeah, I met him before. Yeah, I know
like
exactly what you're talking
hair,
about.
Like a
Long hair, ginger.
Yeah.
Like a very, very nice guy.
Yeah.
But man, he's a monster.
Yeah.
When he's on the mat,
Yeah.
especially in the wrestling thing,
Yeah.
the wrestling part, man,
Yeah.
it's hard.
He
to-
wrestled at Indiana. But he grew up doing jiu-jitsu first, though. He was doing jiu-jitsu when he was like
Interesting.
10. Then he went to go wrestle at Indiana. I think it was either D1 or D2.
But
Yeah.
one thing that I loved here, I mean, not now because I'm old or whatever, a lot of injuries, but I remember when I first came, first year in 2012, man, and I saw like the guys coming from everywhere to train here in the academy,
Yeah.
and I saw this group of people like Tim.
Yeah.
What is the other guy, the military guy? We used to be very friend of him, like a blonde guy, tall guy. He came here the other day. He's another military. He won the house.
Oh, Colton.
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 Yeah, Colton.
Colton.
Yeah.
There's 3 or 4 guys coming every Tuesday and Thursday to train with us, man.
Yeah. No,
Man, I say, and I have to train. Let's go.
yeah.
Tuesday, Thursdays noon used to be.
When did
Still are
you
crazy?
When did you link up with Tim? When and how did that happen?
Exactly that time.
Really?
Yeah. There's a open mat Tuesday and Thursday at night. It starts at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do gi or no gi.
Yeah.
And Tim came with this bunch of, even Andrew Craig.
Yeah.
All of these guys came like a Team Kennedy crew,
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys too. And every Tuesday and Thursday, man, was kind of like a...
You better drink water the night before, stretch.
Man, it was a hell day, a hell night.
Yeah.
And then we start to create like more training, more and more. Things start to getting more like open. Things start to became like one of these big names on the wrestling, on the military thing too.
Yeah.
He was already a big name.
Yeah.
But then he started training more. And then eventually he started to fight the UFC.
Mhm.
The training started to became more serious for him. And that was a good time. And that's when I really started to create like this kind of friendship and bond and partnership with Tim. And man, Tim was a guy. There was a guy when I kind of broke up with my partner. He grabbed my hand and said, "I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm standing with you."
That's cool.
I remember I opened the school in South for no reason. Tim doesn't need me.
Yeah.
He's a big name.
Yeah.
He came one of the days. I want to open a school with you. I said, Tim, are you sure? You don't need it, man. It's your name. You're a big name. No, I want to open a Grace Muay Thai school with you. And the other day I had 2 schools. One in one south and one here, like one in Cedar Park with him. And it was this kind of guys, man, is one in 1 million guys.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. He grab your hand. No, you're gonna stay with me. I'm gonna stand with you.
Yeah.
And
the thing of him too, though, is like whenever you get in that group, like you're there. Like, so I fought Tim a long time ago. I fought him at the Army Kebabs Tournament in the finals.
He's very
And-
salty about it.
Yeah, he cheated. Whatever. But ever since then, like we see each other, we train together, and then I got out of the Army, and I was like, I was gonna get a security guard job, and Tim was like, "You're gonna come teach at my school."
He said, "Why weren't you training jujitsu?"
Yeah, he goes, "Where were we at today?" I was like, I started my job. And he goes, "No, you didn't."
he's
You start tomorrow.
Yeah, he goes, "No, you didn't." And I go, "No, I did. I have a job now." He goes, "Yeah, you do. Teaching jujitsu for me at noon." And I go, "What? No, I have to be to work tomorrow." He's like, "Yeah, at Gracie United Cedar Park." And I was like, "Are you?" And he was like mad too. And I was like, "Tim, I don't know why you're mad." He's like, "I'm not mad at you. You will be here tomorrow." And I go,
He's like that.
Yeah, can I get there at like 11 and we can have a conversation? He goes, "Yeah, I'll be there at 11. I'll see you tomorrow."
I have 2 nice stories up with him, with Tim. One was in Oregon, and another one was now in California. We went together for the meeting, the association meeting.
It was like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, man, Tim, man. Just to let you know, we have like class with Royce, half. Hoyle, I taught one of the classes too one day before. We have a bunch of black belts. Maybe 70 black belts. Man, Tim showed up in the school. Everybody. Man, Royce was there. People were taking pictures with Tim. They'll make a line. There's 2 lines. One here for Tim. Another line here for Royce Gracie.
That's crazy.
And I look to that and say, that's crazy.
Yeah.
We went to La Jolla for lunch.
Yeah.
Me, myself, Tim, Royce, Hoyler, a couple friends.
Yeah.
Walking in the street La Jolla for a fish market. I don't know, El Pescador. It's one of the best places to eat in California. He walked in the street. People were stopping him to take picture. And I say, and I look to Royce and say, man, I'm serious. Like, not only one person.
Yeah.
I saw like 3-4 people. Can I take a picture? You think, oh man, you're awesome. Let's take a picture. Yeah. And Royce was there. Nobody was taking
The guy who won UFC 1 and 2 is right there.
Right?
And they're like, we're taking a picture.
Dude, man. Another one was in Oregon.
You should have just been like, Hoyce, can we take a picture?
The other one's in Oregon, man.
Yeah.
We went to for a photo shoot with the War Tribe. Back when the time we were sponsored by
Yeah.
The
War Tribe,
Geese. Yep.
the Geese and the Rash Guards. And man, we went to one of this military base for taking pictures, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, all the soldiers, they ran out of a chicken.
Yeah.
10 is here, 10 is here. I say, I'm not
So-
running up the guy. I'm here too. That was funny, man, because he's a big name, you know, and then he's so humble, so nice, you know.
He did one of those. The UFC used to have the fight for the troops, and he was the main event and knocked that guy out, and
Yeah.
he jumped on top of the cage, and he had like real tears in his eyes, like he genuinely cares, like he's a good person, and then I think like you guys getting hooked up and like him doing all that, like him opening the school, it just speaks to how good a person you are too, like the bond that you guys have, and it's awesome. Again, like all my friends do jujitsu. Like if I don't have any friends that don't do jujitsu. Yeah, they all do jujitsu, and so like one of my best friends is right there, and the other one's over there, and he's leaving. So
Are you leaving?
Yeah.
No.
no,
That's what he said.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you're not going anywhere. He goes like, my family. I was like, I didn't say anything about your family. They can leave.
I can leave. Yeah.
I got a spare room just for you, buddy.
Yeah, I like to say that all my best friends, the best friend that I have, I met in the mats.
Yep.
Yeah.
But also the enemies that I have, I met in the mats too.
100%. That's so true. Yeah.
That's so common too. What do you think it is? Is it just because like you guys are going through like hardship together, like you could relate, like you're so close to these other people, literally sweating on them? Like I've never met anyone. Everyone says the same thing, right? But like no one defines like why that's the reason. I think it's hard.
No, I think it's just because of sometimes the levels, you know. Like if you start to getting really good and the other guy don't follow you up and you start to smash him every day, like and get smashed bunch of times, you're gonna feel like a little bit behind, you know. And if you start to feeling other feelings, like and it's not good feelings, you know. He's you know. Yeah. Eventually, you're gonna move to the other school and it's supposed to be a rival of you. I want to fight with this guy, you know.
Yeah.
Like, and, that's begin the whole
Villain origin story right there.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what's normally happening, you know.
I was in the army for 20 years, and I don't talk to very many people that I was in the army with, unless they did jujitsu.
Mm-hmm.
Those people, still friends, but talk to them all the time. If you didn't do jujitsu, like, sorry. Like,
What do you do with all your time? Just sit around?
Teach jujitsu, bro.
No, I mean if you're not.
Oh
doing
yeah.
jujitsu.
What do you have a family and a life? No, jujitsu. Let's go. You need bad knees and a bad back. Your fingers need, when you bend them, they need to make noises.
That'll happen.
No, we're serious. He's not gonna move.
No, he's not.
He's not moving. Yeah.
No.
He thinks he is.
Yeah.
He thinks-
His wife's Brazilian too. They can't leave.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh nice.
Yeah, she was born there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're really not leaving now.
Her mom's from Sao Paulo.
São Paulo.
Yeah. And then her family moved to Goiás, and then she's
Yes.
like, I'm going to move to New York. I don't want to move to the country.
Wait, you gonna move to New York?
No. Well, that's where I'm from, New
Oh,
Jersey.
you're from New Jersey?
But no. I'm saying her mom. So like, she was from Sao Paulo, and her whole family was going to move to Goiás, and she's like, I don't want to move to the country. Like, I'd rather just move to
I
America.
gotta know. Yeah, Goiás is center of Brazil. It's a very country
Yeah.
part of
She
Brazil.
explains it like they moved to Texas.
More, I think more like Missouri,
Kansas, Missouri,
Kansas, Missouri.
So
Texas, it's kind of strange, right?
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
like totally
It's not
South.
barren.
country.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Yeah.
so
It's its own thing. It's its own
Especially
thing.
Austin. Austin is not even close to be like a
Yeah,
country.
no, I agree.
no. So
City.
I hate the Kansas. Whatever. I hate that fucking place. I haven't been back in 8 years. And my dad's like, hey, we're going to do a family reunion. Coming back. It's like, no, do the family reunion in Texas. It's so much better. There's not like, it's humid in the summertime for no reason. And then it's cold as shit in the
so
winter.
Cold.
Yeah.
I went once to Kansas City.
Yeah.
One of my students fought Tessa. She fought like this cage MMA just for girls.
Yeah.
Oh, Invicto.
Invicta.
That's right. Yeah,
Exactly.
Tess used to fight in that.
And there's nothing to do over there.
No.
No.
And it's cold. And the problem is it's cold, but there's nothing to block the wind. So the wind just kicks
Yeah, because
your
all the
ass.
planes for like states and states.
Yeah.
It was a good experience. Yeah.
No, it's no.
Don't go there.
Yeah, don't go back. Yeah, so I have to go in May. I have to go. But
For
We
the
have a
family
great
reunion.
smite over there. You know that, right?
where's it at?
I sent it to you the link.
Okay.
There's I think 2 or 3 guys I met on the meeting right now. They I think they have it over there like for almost like 4 years.
In Kansas City?
Kansas City, yeah.
Who is it? Do you remember?
His name is James.
Yeah, I'm going to Wichita, Kansas, so I'm not going to Kansas City.
How far are those two places?
Couple hours.
Pretty far.
Couple hours away at least.
Again, though, I don't want to go. I'm going for like 4 hours, and then I'm driving back.
Do they have jiu-jitsu there?
In Kansas?
Yeah.
In Wichita.
Okay, you can leave now.
Well, maybe
Well-
I know they have wrestling, right?
See this all this happens all this podcast. I just get made fun of
Yeah, we just
for
make
like
fun
an
of it.
hour. I just get roasted.
Now Missouri is great in the summer.
I love
When we
Missouri.
go to camp in
Yeah,
August.
I love Missouri. There's a lot of people that I JW, all his
Yeah,
crew, man,
yeah.
they're amazing guys.
What's
you
that? Branson is like the there's like a lake
Branson?
out. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it's
by
like
the Lake of the Ozarks?
Yeah, Lake of the Ozarks.
know?
That's
Lake Ozark
nice.
is beautiful.
That's
too,
where
yeah.
Dave's at.
Dave's, yeah.
Dave,
It's beautiful out there.
Dave
too.
Vinson. Yeah.
So what? So you open your school, it's killing it. The Tim opened this school. So like, what's next? Like, what do you have coming up besides raising assassins?
Man, I'm thinking about to open at least one more school in a
Ooh.
different location.
Lakeway.
I was thinking like a Bastrop or
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
There's
something a little bit further.
Yeah,
like
there's
with
not a
other
lot
students.
of. You know, what? New Braunfels doesn't have a lot of
New
jiu-jitsu.
Browns,
I think
something like that,
Yeah.
a little bit further from my school, but that's my dream right now. I think if by by June now to the end of the year, I'm gonna start to look for place and look for the right person to, to be there and partnership, like go once a week or two, like here on the beginning when we started here, But my goal is pretty much like to do that, and also now next month I'm taking like people from my hometown from Brazil, like make like a camp in Brazil,
Oh, that's
So I have
cool.
like 9 guys going with me to Manaus to train jiu-jitsu and explore the city, the jungle, have like a good experience like on jiu-jitsu and the forest and the river,
That's cool.
So I'm starting to think about to do that kind of thing more,
nice.
And the last but not least, I'm hopefully I still survive, alive,
Yeah.
to get my core belt. But I never thought like one day I will be like like a core belt.
Yeah.
It's 2 years now.
But I
2
think
years. That's
Yeah.
it.
2 years.
So I
Wow.
think that's the like you. It seems like throughout your jiu-jitsu career, you didn't think of like I'm not concentrating on getting these belts or being a professor. I'm concentrating on doing something that I love and working hard.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything that happened after that is a byproduct of your hard work
Yeah.
and the love for the sport.
But I never thought that too. I was exactly like you.
Yeah.
But we start to become like close, you know. So, 29 for 31. Close, right? I think I can do it, right? Say okay. I think I'm start to dream that more, you know, because I saw these old guys at Coral Belt. I say, oh my god, it's like, you know, not that I want to be like this, but I think it's a very nice a present, a gift of all these years of like teaching and a service jiu-jitsu, you know.
Is there any coral belts in Texas?
There's only one.
One?
And in Corpus Christi.
Oh, yeah. He's a mighty guy, too.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
So there'll be two, and they'll both be Gracie Humaita.
No, the Machados, the Machado,
Oh,
they are
that's
coral belt
right.
and they
Yeah.
are white and red too. But they are dinosaurs. I mean, not dinosaurs in a bad way.
Yeah.
They're like extremely.
Yeah, because
You know,
they're in Dallas, right? There's a Machado School.
Fort
That's
Worth
right.
or something.
Yeah.
There are these guys too, like Carlos Machado.
Mhm.
You know, he's amazing. Man, he's one of the best teacher in the world too. You know, like I one day I had a chance to have one class. It's just amazing. You know, but yeah, for now, even though like it's not because I had like 1, 2, or 3, 4, because it was something that I always want to feel it. You know, in my career of jiu-jitsu, you know, say right, it's gonna change. So. You know, so this is something that is a project for me that I wanna, you know, that I wanna reach.
Yeah.
You know, I wanna all my best friends here, all my students, from Brazil and here, and have a big celebration together. You know.
That's cool.
It would, like, just thinking about like getting it tied on and looking down and being like, oh, it's
I'm gonna tell you this: when I got my black, I wasn't expecting my black belt.
yeah.
I think it was people ahead of me, but Holly picked me up, and it was good because the next year I won the world champ with him. Wasn't expect to. I slept with my belt for a week. I put it right on my side here.
I believe it.
I was sleeping, looking to her. I woke up. What is it? It's just here. It's not a dream, you know.
Pat was telling me some things he did when he got his black belt.
Yeah.
He
But
did not take it off.
No, I got it on for like a week. Also, I don't know. My older brother, him and Roberto Talzi tied it on, and when they tied it on, I don't know if I could have got it off if I wanted to. 'Cause they like, it was like I'm gonna have to cut this thing off.
You talk about Roberto Tozzi?
Yeah,
I know Roberto.
Yeah.
I know Tozzi.
yeah. So like that was, and I couldn't get it off. There's no way.
They did one of those like super, each one pull one side as hard as you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
I probably gonna do the same thing with my coral belt.
Yeah.
Putting her on my back, my wife here, my belt is here on my side for a week. You know, that's my dream.
I feel like you're like very young too to like for a coral belt. I feel like a lot of the guys that have it seem like they're like older.
Yeah, I think you can get your coral belt after 50 years old. I will be 52 when I got my coral belt. Exceptions gonna happen, of course. We have Shaolin, you know, Victor Shaolin.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think he got his black belt with 17 years old or 18,
Yeah.
I don't know. But he's gonna get early. Mika Galvão eventually too, because he got his black belt with 17, right?
Yeah.
You know, but man,
But all those guys, though, Mika, Baby Shark, Fabricio Andre, all those guys super young.
yeah.
Yeah, like they're all going to be around the same
But
time.
I think just wait.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I think that's the crazy progression of jiu-jitsu though, right? Because a lot of people start like you know, we're all older, like started when we were, you know, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. But you get these kids now, they're starting it when they're 5.
Yeah.
And
It's
you're
so
just
crazy.
like, well, stop baramboling people when you're 5, okay? It's not,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be doing that.
You just said a word that I was not discussing. I was talking about this kind of word, like about progress.
Yeah.
In jiu-jitsu. You know, and one of my students said, "Oh, man, I think we got a square in a curriculum or in a kind of like a certification that you can progress on jiu-jitsu."
Mhm.
And I look to him, not in a bad way, of course, to say, and I wait for him to speak because jiu-jitsu has so many lacks of like, where are we going? How can you reach this? How can we back a little bit and come back? And I wait for him to and I listen like carefully. I say, man, progression on jiu-jitsu, unfortunately, you gotta pass for the process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not gonna improve on jiu-jitsu if you don't pass the process. The process, man, some people don't want to pay the process, you know.
Yeah.
You know the process. Get in the mats, stay on the mats for hours, getting smashed, getting injured, you know, getting recover, come back to the mats again, studying jiu-jitsu, doing tournaments maybe,
Yeah.
do it again,
Fighting MMA.
fighting MMA, have all the experience that you can observe on jiu-jitsu, you know. But people don't want to pay this
No,
process, you
no.
know. They want to progress.
They want the instant gratification. They don't want to have their fingers not be able to move right for a
Yeah.
week because you're grabbing a gi, or just even like getting gi burn on your face, like just drilling techniques.
It's part of the process,
Yeah.
you know, like
Black
getting your
eyes.
knuckles,
Yeah.
like you know, crash it, you know,
Yeah.
like it's a process. Unfortunately, that's how it is.
Yep.
But of course, we prepare a class for all the kinds of students, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's people they don't want to be in the academy to be smash it. They want to be there to learn,
Yeah.
to socialize, to sweat a little bit, to have a good time.
Yeah.
You know, but some of them want to pass the process.
Yeah.
You know, and you can't progress without passing the process, man. It's you're just not gonna lie to you.
No. Well, I think too, the during that process, you kind of like you have to pay your dues, but also it's figuring out how whenever someone tries a hip escape, if I put my arm here, I can do this, and you can't. There's no way to do that except for get on the mats and just have someone do it to you 100 times. Yep.
1,000 times. You know?
Yeah, and just
You know.
yeah.
And some people don't have patience for that. They don't.
No.
The first year or second year, I'm not doing it, man. Patient, you know.
But there's
That's how it is.
Yeah, there's no secret though. Like people want to know the secret to be really good at jiu-jitsu. There's no secret.
There's
It's
no
hard work.
It's
Yeah.
just hard work.
Yep.
Be on the mats, you know, sweat on the mats, bleeding on the mats,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
tears on the mat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been going to New Wave and doing some classes over there, and like I found out real early that the only thing that those guys do the what's set like what people like it's they're amazing, they're all great athletes. It's because they work so hard.
They
like,
do.
I never leave there. Like it looks like I jumped in a swimming pool every time I walk out of there.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll go sit in my truck for an hour afterwards, just being like, I thought I was good at this. I rolled with Big Dan, John Carlo, and then Marigali, like one right after another, and it was like 15-minute rolls, maybe because there's no timer. I don't know what they were. They might have been 3 minutes. I don't know. Yeah. I walked
Felt
out,
like 15
Yeah, I
minutes.
walked out to my truck. I didn't start it. I just put my hands on the steering wheel, and just looked directly forward, and like John Danher walks by, like waves at me. I didn't even.
It's like the first time Pat was tapped 3 times in one day.
Yeah, it was rough, and
That's a process.
yeah, they're all 100.
Still going through the process.
Yeah, 100%. Like they're all like under 30 and like super.
Yeah.
I'm 40.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to get upstairs.
Yeah.
I,
They're only like some of the best in the world currently.
oh, they are. Yeah. I mean, you know, they're very professional in what they do. One of this experience in the process that I have similar that you just had right now. I remember we used to go to train in Teresópolis, which is on the hills of Rio. We go like an hour and a half, like all the way up to the hill. And Rickson was there because he was about to train to have like a fight
Yeah.
every 2 times a week, Tuesday and Thursdays.
Why is Tuesdays and Thursdays always the tough days?
That was just,
It's true.
it's true, right?
Everywhere you go.
Yeah.
And man,
Monday, you got to recover from the weekend still.
When you start making Monday, Wednesday the tough days.
know.
Yeah.
It'd make more sense.
My friends were driving and we're so excited. Yeah, we're gonna train. We're gonna be nice. Young guys, 20 years old,
Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
Saulo, myself,
Yeah.
Euler,
We're gonna go train with Hickson.
Barreto, all this guy from Maitá. Man, gonna train with Rickson, blah blah blah. Man. And man, I literally way back, everybody was
You guys were so excited because you didn't know what you were going to get yourself into, and then you're like, "Oh, this was not."
Man, it was like I say, for like 30 minutes, everybody silence in the car, like with the heads down. Don't understand anything. Say, and he looked. It's true. Yeah, it's true. Like that, like 5 times. 6 times. I'm talking about each one. I'm not talking about just me. Back when I was a brand new a black belt.
Yeah.
I'm talking about everyone that go there. And it was like that. 6 rounds, 10 minutes, tapping, all the guys. Open the gi, 2 minutes, breathing, and he pull it back everybody. The last one for the first. And I say, this is not normal. No. I felt like exactly like a white belt.
Yeah.
You know, see, we were competitors back in the time.
Yeah.
Good competitors, actually. Good team competitors in my time. Man, be tapping like that, it's not normal.
Yeah, it makes you evaluate life decisions. You're like, I thought I was good at this today.
I thought it was good, but it was completely silence back on the way back to Rio down. Everybody was silencing, thinking about like this is no.
I left my black belt back there on purpose. Hickson can give it to me.
That's a good thing. Yeah, start the process, humble you.
Yeah.
Put you in the level, like you feel like, okay, I have to get better. I have to improve on this, or just need to understand. Tap is the solution.
There's a really good defense to every jiu-jitsu submission.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love when you get new people and they get mad like, you hurt my bro, listen, I talked to you about this. If you want something to stop, you could say it. You could
It's like a safe word.
You can,
It's like a safe word, you know?
yeah. You can.
safe word is tap.
You could stop it. Like I didn't want to.
It's
well then.
One more time. The part of the first day of the brand new guy white belt. Shrimp, backward row, forward row, bridge, upa,
Tap.
stand up and base. You know what is tap?
Yeah. And not the mat. Tap the person.
Tap the person. If you can't tap the person because you rap it, say tap.
Yeah. And if you can't, stomp your foot as hard as you can. Someone's gonna notice.
Yeah, man, that's the process of jiu-jitsu.
I think the best part too, like Pat said, like when he came back from New Wave, they weren't doing anything fancy. It was all just like super basic stuff, and that's still what beat him.
Yeah.
You know it. Like it's not stuff. It's not like, oh, they did some flashy stuff you never saw before.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh no, you're just way better at doing that than I ever thought was possible.
Yeah, but also though, if you like, we'll talk about Tim. Tim doesn't do anything flashy.
No.
Tim, he wrestles, makes you suffer, and then
Literally.
does like I don't even know if we call it basic jiu-jitsu. It's just mean.
I think it's a wrestle jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Also,
It's a new category of jiu-jitsu.
yeah. He
Wrestle jiu-jitsu.
yeah. So Tim's taken my back twice. Both times were the worst experiences of my life.
Yeah, because he cover your
Yeah.
head.
So, well, the first one was at the combatives tournament, and he punched me like he got rear mount and punched me directly to the back of my head, like straight punches, not to the side, straight punches, straight down. He'll say it too. He's like, yeah, in combat Kempo, we don't throw hooks. I was like, yeah, but it's illegal. He's like, I don't care.
He's like, I won.
Yeah. And then the second
They
time
didn't
was,
DQ him.
yeah, we did a photo shoot for the Protector rash guards, and I had all these cuts in my mouth because he just kept, he didn't choke me, but he kept just ripping them cross faces.
So you remember when he used to teach this class about like make the soup?
Oh yeah,
the soup, yeah.
Make the soup on your face.
Yeah. What?
Grab the ear and kind of
Yeah.
shake it on the.
That's so crazy. Like again, he's a sweetheart, but also I would never want to like fight him again.
Training's already hard enough with him.
Yeah, fuck.
It's still. Yeah, but man, everybody gonna get old one day.
Yeah, but he's like an X-Men though.
I know. the old Wolverine, right?
Yeah. That's what I said. I said whenever if they redo like the X-Men, instead of using
Hugh Jackman.
they should use Tim.
Tim Canada,
Yeah, because Wolverine's short and Jack. He would make a great Wolverine. On that note, so maybe another Gracie Minor location and
sooner.
yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
that's one of my dreams. It's like look for a place, the right place right now after the summer.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, give the opportunity for someone to teach. You know, to sort of like a work.
Yeah.
You know, like a martial artist work. You know,
Yeah.
like that's one of my dreams for now.
That's awesome.
I live out in Lago Vista now. There's some good locations out there. Lago Vista?
Lago Vista.
Yeah, it's pretty too. It's like 15 miles away from here, heading towards Lake Travis. Yeah, it's nice. And there's not a lot of jiu-jitsu there. Just saying.
Just saying.
yeah. Well, that being said, this is a very fun podcast. Thank you for coming on, Professor.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for teaching
Thanks for being
heroes
here.
today. That was awesome.
I was gonna teach here. This is a part of the family of the Gracie Maita family, man. I'm happy that you guys are building such a good environment here. You know, like pretty much we have the same environment in school. You know, I think everybody that comes here feel comfortable and wants to come back always. You know, and that's one of the good things. The guy that goes to the gyms and don't want to come back is because you don't have like a good professor or a good environment. You know,
Yeah.
and that's the deal. You know,
Yeah.
of course, jiu-jitsu quality,
Yeah.
high level. You know, but also a good approach, a good you know. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paulo.
Thank you.
Leo, thank you.
Like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time.
Until next time.